The beginning is the most important part of the work. Knowledge becomes evil if the aim be not virtuous. Ignorance is the root and stem of every evil. Wise men speak because they have something to say, fools because they have to say something. Human behavior flows from three main sources: desire, emotion, and knowledge. The measure of a man is what he does with power. Courage is knowing what not to fear. Justice means minding your own business and not meddling with other men's concerns. The object of education is to teach us to love what is beautiful. There is no harm in repeating a good thing. The soul takes nothing with her to the next world but her education and culture. A good decision is based on knowledge and not on numbers. The greatest wealth is to live content with little. The direction in which education starts a man will determine his future in life. Do not train a child to learn by force or harshness, but direct them to it by what amuses their minds, so that you may be better able to discover with accuracy the peculiar bent of the genius of each. At the touch of love, everyone becomes a poet. Beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. Love is the pursuit of the whole. Every heart sings a song incomplete until another heart whispers back. True beauty of a person lies in their character, not in their appearance. Everything that deceives may be said to enchant. Those who are able to see beyond the shadows and lies of their culture will never be understood, let alone believed, by the masses. Opinion is the medium between knowledge and ignorance. Necessity is the mother of invention. Good actions give strength to ourselves and inspire good actions in others. The unexamined life is not worth living. Thinking, the talking of the soul with itself. Philosophy begins in wonder. An empty vessel makes the loudest sound, so they that have the least wit are the greatest babblers. Truth is the beginning of every good to the gods, and of every good to man. Knowledge without justice ought to be called cunning rather than wisdom. The good is not good to the ignorant. If a man neglects education, he walks lame to the end of his life. He who learns and learns but does not practice is like a man who plows but does not sow. The learning and knowledge that we have is at the most but little compared with that of which we are ignorant. The soul of man is immortal and imperishable. The price good men pay for indifference to public affairs is to be ruled by evil men. No one is more hated than he who speaks the truth. We can easily forgive a child who is afraid of the dark. The real tragedy of life is when men are afraid of the light. Music gives a soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and life to everything. Love is a serious mental disease. There are three classes of men: lovers of wisdom, lovers of honor, and lovers of gain. A house that has a library in it has a soul. Love is the joy of the good, the wonder of the wise, the amazement of the gods. He whom love touches not walks in darkness, to suffer the penalty of too much haste, which is too little speed. Justice will not come to Athens until those who are not injured are as indignant as those who are injured. Good people do not need laws to tell them to act responsibly, while bad people will find a way around the laws. There must always remain something that is antagonistic to evil. Excess generally causes reaction and produces a change in the opposite direction. Any man may easily do harm, but not every man can do good to another. The object of education is to teach us to love what is beautiful. Ignorance, the root and stem of all evil. We do not discourage children from learning by force or harshness, but guide them to it by what amuses their minds. Time is the moving image of eternity. A philosopher is one who desires to see the truth. You should not honor men more than truth. A wise man speaks because he has something to say. A fool because he has to say something. The greatest mistake a man can make is to be afraid of making one. Justice means giving each man his due.